A double pulse measurement for an inductively loaded circuit controlled by the IGBT switch is carried out to evaluate the reverse recovery characteristics of the diode D, represented approximately as a piecewise linear plot of current versus time at diode turnoff. LPAR is a parasitic inductance due to the wiring of the circuit and is in the series with the diode. The point on the plot indicate your choice by entering 1, 2, 3 or 4 at which IGBT experiences the highest current stress. Reference to NPTEL video. Power Electronics, Lecture 2, Power Devices, Diodes and SCR by Professor G. Bhuvaneshwari, IIT Delhi. Useful data. Power diode switching characteristics, which is reverse recovery during turn-off process. When the reverse voltage is applied to turn off the power diode, a short time elapses before reaching the reverse blocking mode. The stored charged QRR, which has been carrying forward current, must be swept out from the junction region before the reverse blocking state can be established. Next, the diode current decreases linearly due to the leakage inductance to 0. Then, diode continues to conduct in the reverse direction because of the presence of the stored charges. The diode current momentarily becomes negative before becoming 0 again. The reverse current flows for a time called reverse recovery time TRR, which is indicated on the figure. TRR is defined as the time between the instant forward diode current IF becomes 0 initially and at the instant when the reverse recovery current decays to 25% of the peak reverse value, that is IRRM, which is also indicated on the figure. Based on the reverse recovery characteristics, the power diodes are suitably selected for a given application. Solution. The given circuit simulates the reverse recovery characteristics of a power diode. To analyze the circuit in a better way, we will draw its switching waveforms. But first, let us define the positive directions of the IGBT and the diode current. So, the convention to be followed is the positive direction of IGBT current is IG top to down, and the positive direction considered for the diode current is from bottom to top, that is ID, as shown on the screen. Now that we have decided the positive directions for the IGBT and the diode current, let us draw the switching waveforms for the circuit, assuming all the components are ideal in nature. That is, all components have no losses and ignoring the reverse recovery characteristics of the diode. The first time interval is when IGBT is on, and the second interval is when IGBT is off, and the subsequent interval is when again the IGBT is on. So let us draw the load current first. So when IGBT is turned on, neglecting its losses, the source gets connected to the load, and due to being RL in nature, the current rises linearly. So let us draw the IGBT current IG during the same on interval, as IG is equal to IL. It will follow the same IL curve. Now let us draw the diode current ID during the same interval, as diode is reverse biased. When IGBT is turned on, the current through diode is 0. Now let us go to the off time when IGBT is not switched on. So due to the RL nature of the load current cannot change instantaneously. So it conducts through the diode. So ideally, diode will not have any losses and the current through the load will decay a bit. As IGBT is not on during that time, the current through IGBT goes to 0 and the diode current is following the load current. Now that we have looked into the ideal switching waveforms, let us introduce the non-idealities, that is, reverse recovery characteristics of the diode of interest. So, when IGBT is turned on again during this interval from the off state, the diode current does not become 0 immediately. Rather than that, what happens is, as per the reverse recovery process, it decays linearly, then goes to negative peak and then becomes 0 again. This is called the IRRM, that is the reverse recovery peak. So, as you can see, during the on state of IGBT, the diode is also conducting. That too is in negative direction. So from the circuit, IGBT is minus ID plus IL, as during the on state, due to reverse recovery, ID is negative, IL is positive as per convention defined earlier. So negative and negative becomes positive. So net diode current is negatively added onto the load current, which is like this. So at this point, the point at which reverse recovery peak occurs, the stress is the maximum. So the point at which the peak occurs is point 3. So the answer is 3. Thank you.